If you want to feel my embrace, don't you ever wash your face. If you really care for me, don't you comb your hair for me. If you want to leave me weak and weepy, you gotta look wild and weird and creepy. If yeah.
Miss Hecate, how many times have I told you not to appear in that ridiculous costume? You look like an old Schubert musical comedy.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Lucifer. It's just that I get so homesick for the good old days. After all, I was a legitimate moon goddess.
Iris, if you don't like it here, you can always go back to the Brimstone division. No smoking, no coffee break.
No, please. Please, Mr. Lucifer, don't do anything rash.
And no mirror in the ladies' room.
No, I'll conform. I promise I'll try.
Then get out of here and put on something sensible. And tell the senior vice presidents I want a top-level conference in my office at once.
Yes, sir.
Iris, it's all set. Be at the Vanderhill bar at 6 o'clock. Logan will miss the 5:48 and have to wait for the 7:01. He'll be furious. He'll be sore at his wife, sore at his job. He'll hate Texas. He'll hate the world. He'll be ready.
Yes, sir. Hello there, tall, dark, handsome dream man. Miss your silly old choo-choo train? So did I.
No.
What's the matter, Mr. Lucifer?
Idiot, that's not his type. He goes for the clean-cut intellectual girl, the kind that wears blue jeans and walks in the rain. Now go and change.
Oh!
How'd you like the drink, sir?
Well, I feel more like I do now than when I first got in here. I'll have another.
Careful, sir. Only 12 to a customer.
Good evening.
Good evening, Miss Haynes.
Martini, please. Very dry.
Extra dry martini.
Miss, excuse me.
Sorry. I have a light. There's the time. I know all the jokes and I like to drink alone.
No, please don't misunderstand. It's your earrings.
Yes.
They're Phi Beta Kappa keys.
You recognize them? There's someone in this town who actually knows what Phi Beta Kappa means?
Oh, I'm absolutely staggered. How did you get hold of them?
Well, when I went away to college, Dad showed me his and said if you can match this, you'll have a pair. It was a challenge.
Well, what school did you go to?
Radcliffe.
And what did you major in?
Classic mythology. I did my thesis on Hecate, the moon goddess. I always thought it was rather unfair when the Christian era turned her into a demon. But in mythology, that's the way the banana splits.
Then you really did earn your key.
Oh, you thought I was putting you on?
Well, you can't blame me. I mean, for a pretty girl to actually...
Actually what? You mean girls can't be bright?
Well, no. What I mean is pretty girls usually aren't interested in... digging myself in deeper, huh?
Yes.
I'm getting the worst of this. Unconditional surrender.
You haven't had much experience with women, have you?
Well, no man likes to admit that.
Probably married young. You sound disillusioned.
Well, I'm pretty sore at her. She let me down.
Oh, how?
Too sore to talk about it.
Well, don't hold marriage against her. It's not her fault.
No?
Did you ever read the Disraeli novels?
I thought he dug the Suez Canal.
Only in his spare time. He once wrote, "I've always thought that every woman should marry and no man."
Well, I'll vote for him.
He's out of politics.
Well, then I'll vote for you.
I'm not running for anything.
You're unique.
No. I just play boys' rules.
Oh, well, now you're a miracle.
So you think I'm pretty?
How do I answer that?
Well, you don't if you've got any sense. It's just the girl in me making flirt talk with an attractive man. Sometimes she gives me a pain.
I like her. What's her name?
Iris. Iris Haynes.
Well, tell her I'm Tom Logan.
She says, "Hi, Tom."
Tell her no, let's cut out the middleman. Bartender, another round.
Would they have to know?
Well, Tom wouldn't dream of cheating.
I see. Is he well paid?
No.
He does nothing to bring home extra money?
Well, how can he?
Oh, surely you understand. Silly design under the counter, so to speak. Little odd job after hours. How is it called?
Moonlighting.
Merci, Imogen. Your English improves at an astonishing rate.
But that sort of thing would be dishonest.
I see. You prefer to remain poor but honest. Admirable. Tell me more. Courage to try again, madame.
Oh, I'd love to, but I'm starving.
Ah, oui. We must restore our strength first. Come, we try the buffet.
Hello?
Well, I am in charge of gluttony, Chief. Imogene, I have the funny feeling that we've met somewhere.
Ah, no, monsieur, c'est impossible. I have never been in this country before.
Well, somehow I associate you with college, a college dance, maybe.
I know. I have never been to college.
Are you sure?
Ah, oui? It has always been the great regret of my life. I have always wanted to go to an American college.
Anyone in particular?
Ah, oui?
Which?
West Point.
Ah, oui. This is perfect. Here we can be private. We can talk. Allow me. I'm expert at this. Won't you make yourself comfortable? I started my career working in the Marriott Chapeau in Dijon. Do you know the restaurant? It is one of the world's greats. I started as a piccolo. You call him busboy. And now I own the place.
Oh, that's the secret of
How'd it go with Logan?
Well, all I can say is they don't make men like they used to when I was a moon goddess.
Oh, don't worry about that square. I'll take care of him. I've got her right where I want her.
You have? How?
Strictly soft sell. She tried to laugh it off, but I've got her trapped in the jewelry store without a credit card. Tomorrow, I'm going to put the final pressure on both of them. And then...
Mr. Lucifer, when they made you, they broke the mold.
Now, you listen here, Grimsby. That fella you put on my shopping center deal is pure nincompoop. Yeah, that's him, Logan. Why, he's so dumb he couldn't hit the floor with his hat in 3 tries. He couldn't find his nose with both hands. I want you to know that I'm teetotally dissatisfied with you and him, and I'm canceling the deal. You hear that? It's off. And you are out, sir. That's what I said. You are out. Goodbye, sir.
Oh, bravo, Mr. Lucifer.
The final pressure on Logan. I've got him. We've got them both. It's a triumph. You know, I dig that Texas accent. I ought to use it more often.
Lots of business up there, Chief.
Yes, sir. This is one of my toughest fights. All I needed for Eve was the apple. But this was a classic. Iris, I want you to have the whole case printed up and bound in Morocco for the permanent reference.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, I better get to Coalport and collect. I've got him. Iris, I'm a genius.
You can say that again, Mr. Lucifer.
No, you say it this time.
You're a genius.
Thank you. Do I intrude? The door was open. I took the liberty.
And that's the man who made the whole thing possible.
I knew what your answer would be. I am never wrong.
Oh, but you are this time. Wonderfully wrong. Tom was fired. The deal is legitimate, no cheating. Do you know what you've done, you darling? You have set Tom up in business, and you've kept him pure and honest. You're our good fairy, our patron saint. You're an angel from heaven.
Disgusting exhibition.
It's kind of sweet in a way.
Iris, I want no record of this kept in the files. It must never be mentioned again. The case is closed.
Well, can't win them all, Mr. Lucifer.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, Mr. Mammon in accounting wants to know what to do about that $50,000.
Juggle the books. We've done it before. We can do it again.